Hello and welcome, wonderful people. Today we're going to be looking at Kotlin. Kotlin is a very easy language to learn, and when you compare it with Java, which is a competing language for Android app development, it is very much easier than Java to learn, and it is 100% compatible with Java. You can use Java libraries in Kotlin. So that makes Kotlin very powerful, even though it is a newer language for Android app development. So in this our course, in this lecture that I'm going to give you now, I'm going to teach you how to use Kotlin to develop Android applications. So Kotlin is used to develop Android apps and server-side apps and much more. You can use Kotlin to do a whole lot. Okay. So if you're ready to learn Kotlin, which is a skill that is so much needed in the software development world, especially for mobile applications, then join me in this class. Let me teach you how to use Kotlin. Okay. So we're gonna go through a few slides. Then after the slides, we are gonna then go into our IntelliJ IDE to start coding, and afterwards go into Android Studio in order to start developing Android apps. So this is gonna be a fully packed lecture, and I will want you to relax and enjoy it. Okay, so let's get on. So as a way of introduction, Kotlin is a language that improves greatly upon Java and at the same time can use all Java libraries and frameworks. So Kotlin, you can see Kotlin as an improvement to Java because Java is like trying to go out, especially in terms of Android development. Okay, so Kotlin is a better replacement because it's easier to learn and you can virtually do everything you can do in Java because both of them are compatible. So Kotlin actually uses some Java libraries. So you can things you can do with Java, you can also do with Kotlin. And it provides both the power of object-oriented programming (OOP) and functional programming paradigm. So you can use Kotlin for both object-oriented programming and functional programming. Now it is becoming the language of choice for Android development and is getting more popular. And that is why I want to teach you this language is getting more popular, especially for Android development. Now, what are the advantages of using Kotlin instead of using Java or using other cross-platform frameworks like React Native and Flutter? Number one is that you can use Kotlin for Android development, even very complex Android app development. No matter how complex it is, you can simply use Kotlin to put it together. And there are lots of resources on how you can use Kotlin available. Okay. Now, number two, Kotlin is getting popular. It's getting popular on a daily basis because of the easy use syntax that it employs vis-a-vis Java. Java is a little bit more complicated. Okay, now Kotlin works with Java libraries. Okay, so you don't say that maybe this library is actually a bunch of code that somebody has written that you want to use in your code. Okay, and you know Java is a very old language, so people have written virtually plenty libraries, bunch of codes for you to use, and Kotlin is new. So Kotlin might not have as many libraries as Java already have, but it can easily use those ones that are written for Java already. So it gives it ability to be as powerful as Java because it can use Java libraries. Okay. Now, Kotlin does not need a lot of lines of code like Java. If you write, let's say, 10,000 lines of code for a program in Java, that same program, you can create it with like 4,000 lines of code. So more than less the half of the what you would have used for Java. Java can take up to 10,000 codes to write a sophisticated program. That same program that you would have used 10,000 codes to write, you can lines of codes to write, can use just 4,000 lines of code in Kotlin. Okay. Now, Kotlin gets feature support from Google. You understand? So Google is supporting Kotlin as a good language for developing Android app. You know, Google is the people that has Android operating system, so they support Kotlin even more than they do for Java. You understand? So that's why Kotlin is getting more and more popular. Now, Kotlin is far better for complex Android app development than using cross-platform frameworks like Flutter and React. Most of us that are very good with React, like me, I love React a lot. So I've also learned React Native, you understand? So a couple of people want to do React Native, okay? Now, the point I'm trying to make here is that is for a very complex app, you'll have every feature and library that you need in Kotlin because Kotlin works with Java. So that is an advantage for that. Okay. Now let's go to installations. Okay. So I'm quickly gonna go to the web so that we'll start installations. Let's install what we need to run our Kotlin. So we'll quickly go to Google and type in IntelliJ IDE download. So this IntelliJ is an IDE that is produced by JetBrains. So it's going to help us to run our Kotlin. So I'm going to get to internet now, and I'm going to search for IntelliJ. Okay, even as you're typing, you can see it IntelliJ download. Okay, so you can see it here, JetBrains.org IDE download. So I'm going to click here. So let's run this installation. Okay, that's the first thing, please. I'm gonna make sure this is double up. So I'm gonna drop this whole file, this my presentation, in the comment section of this video on YouTube. So quickly check my YouTube channel so that you can get all these resources. And my YouTube channel, I do a lot of programming classes there. I teach you Node, Python, PHP, and I help young developers to scale. So if you're a software developer and you want to learn a whole lot, then you're gonna be learning a whole lot from me because I I do lectures all the time on the different languages. So you can see this is my YouTube channel, Tclassified.com. So once you're on YouTube, just go to the search bar and type Tclassified.com. It's gonna lead you to this YouTube. So you're gonna just subscribe, and please always give me a thumbs up for my videos. You can see this, I'm live now. This is live coding class. I normally do live coding class from time to time, so it has to help people develop their skills and get remote jobs from the Silicon Valley, United States, from UK. So a lot of companies are looking for good developers. So majorly what I do is to train you so that you can get these jobs. There are plenty of them, you understand. If you're a good developer, you always have jobs. Like there are plenty jobs available now. Okay, so you can see this is a live coding class on Kotlin. So as I'm teaching now, is televised on my YouTube. So if you're subscribed to my YouTube, then you're gonna be getting it automatically as I'm releasing it. You understand? Top-notch lectures in programming. I release videos almost every day on a daily. Okay, so let's get back to downloading the IDE. Okay, so you can see I'm on JetBrains.com slash IDE download for Windows because I'm gonna be using Windows. So I'm gonna simply copy this and update these. Okay, I'm gonna come down here and put this address. So that is the address to go to. JetBrains.com slash IDE slash download. Okay, that is where you get to in order to download this. Now, when you get here, I already wrote this in the instructions, so I'm gonna put this up like I said on the comment section of my YouTube, and so that you can see them. Now, the community version is okay. That is the one we're gonna install. So if you scroll down, you're gonna see download IntelliJ IDE. Then here you have the ultimate version, and here you have the community version. Okay, this is for this one is sold. You have 30 days trial before you start using it, and this is not the one I want you to, because you're just learning. So please download this one. This one I want you to download the community version because it's okay for you to. It's free and it's open source. So if you are not using exec, then you're gonna click here and see other options, but what we are going to get is the executable file. We don't need the zip file, we need the executable file. Okay, so simply click on it and you're gonna get your download. You can see here, thank you for downloading IntelliJ, and you can see it's downloading now. Okay, so I'm gonna wait for it to finish downloading so that I can install it. So while I wait for it to finish downloading, I'm gonna go through all the processes in the installation. So once I'm done, I'm gonna run the installer, then click install, then open it up. Okay, so this is the procedure you're gonna follow to finish it up. So I'm gonna wait for it to install so that I can finish up this process. But while it is still downloading, I'm gonna go to install JDK. JDK simply stands for Java Development Kit. It is very, very important for you to download this because the IntelliJ idea needs this JDK to work. So in order for you to do this, simply go to Google and type in openjdk.net. This is one place you can get JDK. You can also get it from the official Oracle website. Anyhow you want to get it, you can get it from there. So I'm gonna simply go here and I'm gonna type in I can just type in OpenJDK JDK. Okay, so you can see OpenJDK download, or you can go to the official, you can see it here, openjdk.java.net. So you can get it from here. So anywhere you want to get it, you can get it provided you're getting JDK. Okay, so I'm gonna click here for this. Then the official place would have been from Oracle. So if I just type only JDK, then they should take me to Oracle website. So you can get the letter, as you can see, it's oracle.com technologies. Okay, so you can get to Oracle and also download the JDK. Any of them that you get is okay, my brother. It's okay, you understand? There's no JDK that is bad, there's no one that is good, provided you go through any of these two places that I've looked at. So you can get these latest open source here. So get it here and also download, or you can come over here and scroll down so you can see the one that is compatible with what you have. So download it and install. Okay, so check through whether the kind of whether you're using 64 by 32 or so. Okay, so get this downloaded and installed. Okay, very important. I already have JDK, so I'm not going to download that no more. So I'm going to leave you to continue with that. Okay, so that is the basics. Very, very importantly, then I'm going to go forward again. Then another thing you need is Android Studio if you want to start developing for Android. So go to Google and type Android Studio download, the same thing. So three things we are downloading now. So I'm gonna go to Google, I'm gonna say Android Studio download. So that's the last thing. This one you can leave it later to do it if you're not coding, if you just want to learn Kotlin for now and you don't want to start coding in developing Android apps. But I'm going to show you these guys. Like we're going to be fast paced on these classes, and you can simply come here and click on download Android Studio. So click on it and you're going to get it. I already have Android Studio because I've been developing Android apps, so I'm not going to click this, but I expect you to click this and have it. Okay, now that is good. Those are the three things you need to install if you want to code Android. But if you just want to do Kotlin, it's going to just be the two things that I earlier said: IntelliJ IDEA and your JDK. Okay, so let's go forward. Let's go forward. Now we are going to be learning Python, Kotlin, and Kotlin is very, very, very good language. You can easily learn it, especially if you have a background in Java. Java used to be the first language that I learned when I was going into programming. So it's very, very important. So please, why the downloads are still going, I'm going to explain how the code snippet in Kotlin works, so that once the installation is done, we can start developing with it. Now, okay, So, like I said before, you can always import libraries. Like this is a library. You know, when I was telling you that uh, Kotlin uses Java libraries, you understand? And I told you that Java libraries are codes that people have already created that you can easily import and use on your code. So let's say this library now, java.util.random. You see, somebody has already created a program that can generate random numbers. You understand? So you in your code, this is your own code. You just go import it. Then you can use random numbers somewhere else here in your code, and it still gives you what you want. Okay. So this is how code is being declared in Kotlin. So first of all, the package name demo. This we are just trying to do demo for these. So here is a function. Whenever you want to declare a function, you use the keyword fun, F-U-N. Then the main function, then the name of the function, which is the main function is the first function that has to, whenever you run your project or your package, that is where the implementation is going to start from the main function. So that is where you write what you want to be done first once somebody launches your program. Okay. So this code is simply going to print line in your console. It's going to simply say, hello, world devs, we are here. So this is how you print something out in JavaScript. We say console.log. You understand? But here you say print line, and you're gonna put the string you want to be printed inside double quotes, and that is hello world devs, we are here. Okay, so this simple two lines of code is what can print this hello world. And you remember in Java, for you to print hello world alone, you have to use like 6 lines of code. You have to first of all say class public void public class, and you create the main function public void main blah blah blah, all those long things before just to print this. But you can see just 2 lines of code here, and that's why we say the number of lines of code that you write for Kotlin is less than half of what you would have had for Java. And that is very, very important, especially when you're building large applications or when you're factoring in cost and employing developers to do your work or to work for you in your software development company. So you want to have something that is less costlier, less stressful, something that is still very, very proactive and powerful. So, and that is what you get in Kotlin. Very, very important. Okay. Now, just like we have the basics of other programming variables, we say that variables store values. Okay, so this is the variable name storing the value Augustine. Okay, so you have var and you have var. So this var that has al is what we call immutable. It cannot change. So you know in JavaScript you say const. So my name is always Augustine, but my age is gonna change by next year, so it's changeable. So in say JavaScript, we're gonna say const name equal to Augustine, and here we say let my age equal to 36. Okay, but in Kotlin, sorry, I always say Python like I teach Python as well, so please forgive me. So this var means that the value of these my age can always change. So if I'm 36 this year, I can become 37 next year. Okay, I should become 36 next year. So the changeables are called mutables, but the ones that are unchangeable, the read-only are called immutable. So if you want to declare an immutable, you use val, V-A-L. If you want to declare a mutable, you use var. Very, very important. Now, Kotlin uses inference, but you can define the type. So you can always put the type here. So once you say var big int, then colon, you put the type. So the type simply means the data type, whether it is integer, whether it is big int, string, or the rest. So like this name is a string, so you can actually declare the type by putting colon here. So if I put colon here and I put string, then you know this is a string. This age is integer, so I can easily still put the type. So, but like, even if you don't put it, it's not gonna throw an error. You understand? But if you put type, it's going to help you for error checking later in future. Okay, so you can actually declare this like this, telling us that this at my age is actually an integer type, so that you don't misplace it for string or boolean or any other type. Okay, so I'm going to remove it. So this is just to tell you that you can infer the type as you're typing, or you can just leave it like this. Okay, so what are the types that we have? We have big int, so you can use this value to know actually what a big int looks like. You can have small int, so you can use this to know what small int looks like. Okay, so big int, small int. Okay, so those are the data types, and they are not just finished. So you have the double, very very important. You have the double, so you have the big double and the small double. You also have float. Okay, and you can have get the small float simply means the minimum value of the float. You understand? So actually, like here, when we say int, this is the maximum value that an int can have, and this is the smallest value that an int can have. Okay, so take note of that. Okay, then we have the double, and this is the maximum value it can have. This is the minimum value. This is how to get it. So just simply say double dot max value, or double dot max underscore value. Okay, the minimum value that a double can have is double dot min underscore value. So take note of this. So I'm still gonna go back here. So this is for the int data type. This is the maximum number that an int can have. This is the minimum number that an int can have. So here we just try to print it out in the console so that you can actually see this value. And as you can notice here, you can combine two strings by simply using the plus. You can see. Make sure you enclose the first string in double quotes as it is here. Then this is the next one, though actually a number coming. So this is how you can concatenate using plus. So very importantly, you need to know this. Okay, so let's keep going. So you can get always the maximum or minimum value of a given data type. So please take note. The first data type we looked at here is this is a string, this is an integer, and all these are integers. Okay, but we're getting the maximum and the minimum value, so that we'll take a look at the way it is. So you can print it out in your console and see the magnitude of these data types. Okay, so we're going to do this immediately our installation is done, and I'm going to go down again. I want to simply explain this so that you understand. Then you have also what we call short and byte. Okay, these are other data types. Then very importantly, boolean, that the value is always true or false. So very very important, you need to know about boolean. Boolean is very very important. So you can say something like is married, and you say yes or no. That is where you use boolean. Now very importantly, you also have what we call casting. Casting simply means changing from one data type to the other. Okay, now you can cast from one type to another using to short. To short now means you want to cast from maybe from an integer to short. To int means you want to cast something from something, maybe from a float to an integer. To long, you want to cast to a long. To float, so anyone you want to cast to, you want to change to, you just simply say that in dot to where you want to cast it into. So you can have to short to int. Notice the camel casing method that they use. For the first word is normally small letter that begins it, but for the second word is uppercase, especially when you're joining these two. So you have the two in small letters, but the first word of what you want to add up to the two in order to form the casting verb, then it has to be in capital letter for the first layer. Okay, so you have to short, to int, to long, to float, to double, to char, to string. So that is how you can cast. That is how you can change to any of these data types from another data type. So look at an example. This 3.14 is a float, but you want to convert it to an integer. Simply say 3.14 dot to int. Remember that these are just strings because we want to print these out, having this so that it can be explanatory. But this is where the actual thing is happening after this plus, okay? This letter grade to dot to int. Also, you're converting this letter grade to int. Then 65 points, you're converting this to character from what it is here. Okay, so very, very important. This 65 is an integer, but you want to convert it to a character. Okay, so take note of all these, and they're very, very important. Casting. So we've been able to look at variables, and we'll say variables store values, and these values they store can be of various data types, and that determines the data type of the variable. So it could be string, could be short, could be float. Floats are decimal points. Could be strings. Strings are a collection of characters. Could be int. Could be it could be boolean, in which case is either true or false. So you can see here, characters are single quoted characters. Var let grade character equal to this. So character is different from string. String is a combination of character, but character is just a single quoted character, just one character, like A inside code. This is what we call character data type. Okay, print A is a character, letter is char. Okay, so this is a character. Then this is boolean is true or false. Print true is boolean. So this is next line. In case if you see this, simply means next line. Okay, booleans are either true or false. If boolean is true, print true is boolean. So we are going to explain all this when we start coding. Okay, so now I'm going to go back now and make sure that my installations are completely done. Okay, installing IntelliJ so that we can start coding out what we just learned. So you can see the IntelliJ IDE here. So I'm going to run this installation so that you can finish it up and start our Kotlin coding, and we'll also do our Android development. I want to teach you how to develop Android apps using Kotlin. Okay, please make sure you go to my YouTube channel. The name of my YouTube channel is Tclassified.com. Once you go to YouTube, in the search section, just type in Tclassified.com. Okay, so once you're there, you can see it here. Click on it, it will take you to this my page. Then click on subscribe. You start watching my videos. Like as I'm creating this is already live. You can see it. Kotlin is live on YouTube because I stream my videos live. When I'm coding, it's live, so that anywhere you are, you can be watching. As I'm creating this is already live. You can see it. Okay, Kotlin is live on YouTube because I stream my videos live. When I'm coding, it's live, so that anywhere you are, you can be watching. As I'm creating this is wow. I can just hear what I'm saying. You can see it here. It's live on YouTube. Okay, so please check it out. Check it out, and I do new videos almost every day for programmers. Okay, if you check out my YouTube channel now, you're gonna see other. If you click on videos and scroll down, you're gonna see a couple of programming videos. Okay, this is the one we are doing now. This JavaScript complete tutorial. I teach JavaScript, and this React. I teach React, so you can find very useful programming. I mentor a lot of junior devs. You can see we'll hook up on Google Meet, learn a lot of skills that are very, very good. So if you want to join my classes, you can also call me up so that I will send you the link to the WhatsApp group where we give information on our classes, so that you don't miss, the day. Because when you join the live class through Google Meet, you're going to be able to ask me questions as I'm coding immediately. You understand? So I like when I'm coding, you're asking me questions, I'm answering as I'm coding. And if you're having any issue with your code, you can easily debug it. Okay, this is the IntelliJ Idea Community Edition, which we are going to be using to run our Kotlin. So I'm going to say next. Now this is a wonderful ID. You can use it for Kotlin. It's wonderful. So I'm going to say Next again. Okay. Do you want associates, IntelliJ community, admin, installation options? I'm gonna just leave these the way they are. Create a desktop shortcut so that I can easily get to my IntelliJ. Then update, restart needed. Bin to class path. Okay, but I don't want to restart immediately. Okay, I'm gonna go next. Install. So it's installing my IntelliJ IDE now. Okay, so this is good for us. It's good for me. It's good for you. So like I was saying, when you get to the YouTube, to my YouTube, you can see a whole lot of programming lessons there. You can see HTML. So once you call me, I'll add you to the WhatsApp group so that you can always follow this class. My phone number is +234 70 671 62698. That is my phone number. If you're calling from Nigeria, it is just 070 671 62698. Okay, if you want a software, whether it is a website for your business or Android app for your business or for anything that you do, and you need a developer, simply call me on my phone number. I'm going to help you create your app or your website. Top-notch technologies, you understand? And you have even a money back guarantee on the works that I do for you, that you pay very well and you meet up with your own obligations. Okay, so I can develop your website, very good website, very fast. And I also have a lot of junior devs that I train. So if you need good programmers, you can also call me. After training, I can refer a trainee to you to work with you on projects. Okay, so just give me a call. My phone number is +234 70 671 62698. Okay, so that is my phone number. Make sure you call so that I can get you hooked up with good projects, like good applications. If you need a website for your business, if you need Android app for your business, if you need good APIs, REST API backend that will power good solutions. Any idea that you have in your head, but you want to put it out in the web or in an app form for phone for people to use and consume, you can really make a whole lot from that. Contact me. I'm gonna develop the either the website or the app for you easily. Okay. Now, another place you can get my lectures, very importantly, is by going to my official website, Educate Africa, a platform that we are using to make Africans know a whole lot of things to learn and to be very knowledgeable in software development and sciences, term sciences, and other studies. EducateAfricans.com. So you can also go there and get your get our lectures. I'm going to allow you to load up EducateAfricans.com. Okay, so that you can see the site. Now, every lecture that I deliver on my YouTube is also on EducateAfricans.com, and that is where you are supposed to go to learn. If you have kids that want to learn programming, let them just go sign up in Educate Africa. It is free, and we develop we do lectures almost on a daily basis. And like I said, make sure that the person is also added to our WhatsApp group so that he will get information whenever we have classes. It is very important. Okay, so my IntelliJ, okay, is still downloading. So once it's done downloading, we're going to start coding Kotlin immediately. Kotlin is very important. Okay, that is what we've been learning. This is Kotlin Crash Course by Augustine Ekenemeka. That is me. I would say that Kotlin is easy to learn, especially if you already know Java. It is 100% compatible with Java because in Kotlin you can use Java libraries, so it makes it very easy. And Kotlin is used to develop Android apps, server-side apps, and much more. You can use Kotlin to do a whole lot. and that is what I'm going to be teaching you how to do. Kotlin is a language that improves greatly upon Java, and at the same time, it can use all Java libraries and frameworks. It provides both the power of object-oriented programming (OOP) and functional programming, and it is becoming the language of choice for developing Android apps and it's getting more popular. Okay, so let's wait for this to finish installing. And in my next class, we are going to start coding. So please make sure that you install the way I've installed now, so that in the next class, as I'm coding, you're coding immediately and you're asking me questions immediately. Very, very important. It's always important that you run IntelliJ, then finish. Okay, so I'm going to start it up now so that we can start coding. Okay, interesting. So please make sure you hit the subscribe button immediately on this our channel so that you can be getting all our videos. Please, anytime I release any video, give it a thumbs up, click like. It helps me a lot it encourages my channel, helps me to come top on the search algorithm, and helps me so that I can get resources to keep putting out our good quality lecture videos, especially for Africans and for the world at large. Okay, so what I normally do is that I study the environment and know the kind of skills that people need at the moment. Then I put lectures and content that address those skill gaps so that people get to have the right prerequisite knowledge needed for them to start doing stuff. Okay, so please call me if you need my services. I can actually consult for you on software development and educational technology. If you need contents for your website, contents for academic content, I do that best. Okay, and that is why I told you, go check out educateafricans.com. You're going to see all the contents needed for academics, both the people that they are preparing for their exams, if it is coding exams, if it is WIEC, if it is NECO, all those, they are already there on our website. So you can see, when you get there, you can see HTML, CSS. So you can just click on this and start having lectures. So you can see also academic things like IELTS. You can scroll down, see things on common entrance, see things on maths for JAMB and WIEC, things on accounting, JAMB and WIEC. Okay, so you have lots and lots of academic content on our website, educateafricans.com. So get there. Anything you want to learn and you're in Africa, that is the website. And every time you're updating it, giving it all the classes that you want. And it's the important thing there is that it is free. All these Google adverts, I don't know the kind of adverts they are running here. Okay, the important thing there that it is free. It is free. That is where Africans are learning, and you should be there learning. So if you scroll down, you're gonna see other classes that we have: geography, mathematics, STEM. All the STEM courses are here. Very, very well explained, descriptive. So once you click on any of them, it will take you to the course. So you just simply register, sign up, and you start having the classes. They are all free classes. That is where people are learning, and they are smashing their WX and their jams. Okay, so go there. The name of the website is educateafricans.com. Okay, if you put /courses, then you're gonna see all the courses that we have. Okay, so that is where you should be. So go there. You can see full stack development from P to P. So if you click here now, you learn full stack development, both front end and back end. That is where people are learning from. So you should go there. Okay, so let's continue with our installation of our JetBrains. You can see we are trying to install our IntelliJ IDEA for our Kotlin development. So I'm going to accept this license agreement. I'm going to click on continue. I don't need to send nothing. Okay, so you see my IntelliJ IDEA is opening up. Okay, so like I was saying, this is Educate Africans. All this class I'm giving on Python now. By the time you look at this in the next maybe 6 hours, you're gonna see this class already uploaded here. So this is your reference material for learning. This is where you should be in order to learn a whole lot of things. Okay. So my IntelliJ idea is opening up. You can see it here. So it is opening up. So it's gonna, once it's open, then we'll start coding Kotlin immediately. Okay. So that is important. It's important, and you should be doing that. So like I said, I do software development. That is my profession. So if you need an Android app for your business, if you need a website, if you want to create a solution, you don't know how to go about it, just give me a call. My phone number is +234 70 671 62698. So once you give me a call, then we can do a whole lot of things. We can start developing. Okay. So I'm gonna wait for this IntelliJ IDE to fully open so that we can start coding immediately.